It's time for Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder and J105Radio.com.
Far side comes to Peart. This time Peart keeps it in, gets it to DeMars. DeMars, face-off circle, shot, goal!
This game is brought to you by Mackley Auto Repair, Edge of the Wilderness Lakes and Homes Realty, Affinity Plus Credit Union, S&S Meats, Mediacom, and Grand Rapids State Bank. Thunderhawk Hockey is also brought to you by Sammy's Pizza, White Pine Jewelers, Northland Lawn and Sport, Woodland Bank, Chad Sturl, Attorney at Law, Edward Jones, and Grand Rapids Dental Care.
Now back to the point again. Grand Rapids to Bischoff, shot, goal! Bischoff makes it 4-0.
This game is also brought to you by Itasca Reliable Insurance, Nooch's in the Corner, Coldwell Banker Northwoods Realty, Super One Foods, and Donalinger Ford. Thunderhawk Hockey is also brought to you by Paul Bunyan Communications, CarQuest Auto Parts, Ferro Gas, Ray's Sport Marine, and Taco John's.
Browse, back to Peart, one-timer, scores!
This game is also brought to you by McDonald's, Deerwood Bank, Jimmy John's, The Motor Shop, and Claremont Financial Advisors. This game is also brought to you by Roth RV and Home, Grand Rapids GM, Itasca County Abstract Company, and Mackley Auto Repair.
Comes back in front, Del Greco takes it away. Del Greco off to the races, comes in on the right side, backhand, he scores!
Thunderhawk Hockey starts now on J105 The Thunder and J105Radio.com.
And welcome to the IRA Civic Center. That's as quick as we can turn it around.
We just finished up a girls' game on KOZY, and we switched stations, but you and I haven't moved.
No, we haven't.
We are now getting set for a boys' game. The Lightning picking up a 4-2 win over Bemidji in comeback fashion. They trailed 1-0, and now we get set for Grand Rapids boys hockey here against Duluth Marshall, and I'm ready for game 2 of our doubleheader.
Let's do it, and we're going to keep right moving because we're a little late getting started compared to when we would normally start our broadcast for a boys game, so we'll take a break, and when we come back, Super Joe will be along to recap the win Saturday over Moorhead. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder and J105Radio.com. Okay, what's going on? For some reason, I do not have commercials here. Can I play the recap?
Welcome back to the pregame show on J105
We'll figure out the rest
Thunder and J105Radio.com. Grand Rapids Hockey getting set for their third game of the season, their first home matchup. They take on Duluth Marshall here tonight. Hi there, I'm Judge Gigliotti. More on tonight's matchup with the Hilltoppers shortly. Right now, we rewind to Saturday against Moorhead. Grand Rapids entered the matchup with the Spuds 1-0. They would leave 2-0, picking up a 3-0 win. We were scoreless after one, not much for shots on goal, 7-4 Thunderhawks after one. We go to the second, and the shots start to pile up, at least for Grand Rapids. They outshoot Moorhead 11-2 in the middle frame, and one of those shots was a goal for Hayden DeMars.
Now here's a partial breakaway for DeMars, comes in, back and scores! Hayden DeMars makes it 1-0.
Assist to Easton Young and Jack Peart. 1-0 Thunderhawks after two. We go to the third, and Grand Rapids adds a couple more. Justin Kerr, just over a minute into the third, he lights the lamp.
Over to Sturl, shot goes wide out in front, rebound, they score!
Helpers go to DeMars and Sam Sturl. Here's Kerr on his first varsity goal.
I just got a pass up to the D. Sam, shot it by the net, just went a little wide, went right out to Hayden, who just put it right in front, right on my tape, so, yeah.
And then just over a minute later, Wade Browse extends the Grand Rapids lead to 3.
Back to the point, shot right on. Puck, Kunka doesn't know where it is, and it's smacked behind him for a goal. 3-0 Grand Rapids.
Assist to Peart and John Bonner. That made it 3-0 Thunderhawks, and that was your final. Grand Rapids over Moorhead on Saturday. Wyatt Pilkington, the win in net for Grand Rapids, making 14 saves. He gets the shutout as Grand Rapids moves to 2-0 on the season. Tonight, Grand Rapids at home taking on Duluth Marshall. After a break, it's the Chido Chat. Sheldon Willis visits with the Grand Rapids head coach. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder and J105Radio.com. Mackley Auto Repair in Coleraine is happy to welcome service advisor Scott Baird to their team. He has more than 20 years of experience in the auto service industry, and he's ready to help you with your auto needs and questions. Mackley has a new state-of-the-art alignment machine, and Mackley works on all makes and models of vehicles. Mackley Auto Repair, Main Street, downtown Coleraine.
Hi, I'm Annika from the Grand Rapids State Bank. We sponsor many community activities that I care about. I enjoy working for a business that puts that kind of effort into being part of the community. I work as a teller, so whether it's at the walk-up window or the drive-thrus, I get many chances to interact with people every day. I really like getting to know customers on a first-name basis. Grand Rapids State Bank. This is my community and my bank.
The Grand Rapids State Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey there, Tony here from your neighborhood Sammy's Pizza and Restaurant in Grand Rapids. While recently cheering on our Thunderhawks, I realized Sammy's Pizza is as much of a tradition around here as hitting the ice. This hockey season, I want to invite you to visit us before or after the game. Just as in 1954, every pizza is still made fresh with our signature crimp crust, fresh sauce, and our secret blend of seasonings. We're at 802 South Pokegama Avenue and online at Sammy'sPizzaGrandRapids.com as well as MySammys.com.
It's Mike here from here at the Motor Shop. If you didn't hear, we're still here. We've just moved. We're not at the old here, but we're here at the new here, which is here to serve the Northland better. Here at the new here is over 3,000 feet of shop space and a showroom that's way bigger than the old here, which isn't here, it's there. But you can find us here north of ICC and Midway Homes on 169 on the same side of the road. It's 2949 US Highway 169. Or just call us for directions.
It's Dollar Days at Super One Foods. This is Kurt, store manager at Super One North. Stop in this week and check out these Dollar Day deals. Fresh, natural, bone-in Smithfield country-style ribs for $1 a pound. Or how about bone-in fryer chicken breasts for just $1 a pound. Head on over to the produce department for Dole iceberg head lettuce, $1 each, or Green Giant baby carrots, 1 pound bag for $1. Check out our ad for many more items for only $1. Super One Foods, proud to be part of your community.
You don't want to work at just any old place, and you don't want to work just any old time. Maybe you want to work mornings, afternoons, or late nights, weekdays or weekends. For job openings on your schedule, check out the openings at McDonald's.com. They're hiring for multiple shifts and positions. McDonald's can be more than just a job. They have great career opportunities available for the right people. If you're looking for fulfilling work and a fun and challenging atmosphere, don't wait any longer. Apply at McDonald's.com. I'm loving it.
Hi, this is Jack Peart with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
All right. Welcome back to the pregame show on J105 as we chat with Wade Chido, head coach Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. And first, let's rewind to Saturday against Moorhead. And you have to be pretty happy with the overall performance on the road.
I thought our intensity level was good. I thought we competed well. We still had some bad habits on the ice, that just guys getting out of position, not sure to being in bad spots, bad habits. You know, I call it pond hockey-ish. But that's going to happen early in the season. But I was very happy with our compete level and our intensity.
Well, and as far as giving up chances, again, it was a very solid defensive effort right through the game.
Yeah, we gave up 4 chances. I thought 2 on face-off plays or draws where our guys didn't cover guys, and then 2 were on the penalty kill where one of our top forwards overextended himself and got out of position, and they found a seam on both of the occasions. So I thought the 4 chances that we gave up that were good looks directly related to guys out of position not covering their players.
And we knew coming in that there was a very experienced and talented decor coming back. How does that change the game? And I think they played to expectations so far in the first 2 games.
Our decor is phenomenal. It's changed a lot. If you look at our style this year, it's way different than last year, and we'll get better at the style. I've switched things up. We're being a little bit more aggressive. We're gonna get guys to stretch zones. We're pinching, all the things that I haven't done historically in the past. But when you got a decor like we do, you got to let those guys play hockey and be athletes, and that's what we're doing.
So coming in tonight, your first home game, is it going to seem, I don't know, more different at home with the lack of fans, even more than it does on the road because there's usually such a great crowd at the IRA?
Oh, absolutely. It is what it is. It's unfortunate, obviously, that the fans are not able, or not all, but some of the fans are not able to see this team play. They're a fun team to watch. They got some skill. They can play the game at a high level. And hopefully, if we continue the trend or numbers continue to drop or stay flat or whatever you want to call it, they'll hopefully in the future they'll allow a few more fans in the stands, so that because it's a fun group. They're fun to watch, and there's a lot of talent.
No secret that this probably isn't a state tournament team you're playing tonight against Duluth Marshall, a team that's looking for some players. How do you make sure everyone takes it seriously and you continue to play at a high level tonight?
Yeah, you know what? They got to be mature about it. I call it competitive maturity. You got to understand that you have 18 games. You got to take it. You got to be focused and take it like a normal game. I agree. Duluth Marshall is down this year, and it should be one of those games where we should be able to control it from the drop of the puck. And my biggest thing is not to create any more bad habits. We're still, like I said earlier in this conversation, still causing or doing things that are kind of pond hockey-ish, getting out of position, circling, not stops and starts, sticks are in the wrong position. And that's a lot of it's related to summer hockey, as I call it. And I'm hoping that we can shore that up and continue to build on it. And these are the games that typically where you see that more because they can cheat it a little bit, knowing that that we're a better team. And I'm hoping that we can stay true to what we're trying to achieve.
Well, any bad habits that crop up tonight will be exposed on Saturday. We'll talk about that later, but it's going to be a fun one on the weekend.
Yeah, it will be. It's good. You know what? I'm glad we get to see them early in the year to see where we're at, because if you look at our first 2 games, as of right now, we haven't had to really play a lot in our own end. And so it's hard to correct mistakes when you really don't have the puck in your own end. And I want our team to get pushed back a little bit and see how we respond, making sure we're in the right spots, making sure we're defending the right way. So I'm kind of excited to see how we respond to that.
Well, thanks for taking some time here before this game, and we'll talk to you again on Saturday, Coach.
Thank you.
And that is head coach of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks, Wade Chido. As we get closer to game time, we'll take another break and head back to the IRA Civic Center. Game time's coming up. Grand Rapids Thunderhawks and the Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers on J105 The Thunder and J105radio.com.
Hey hockey moms, grandmas, aunts, or fans. Show your favorite player your support with beautiful jewelry featuring their jersey number. Let White Pine Jewelers of Grand Rapids show you the beautiful styles available and help you special order yours today. White Pine Jewelers offers you all the services you would expect, like stone setting, watch repair, ring sizing, chain soldering, and more. White Pine Jewelers, located behind McDonald's in the Pekegama Plaza, Grand Rapids. Online at whitepinejewelers.com, and remember to like us on Facebook.
We're here with Kirk Adams, Northern Market President of Deerwood Bank. Kirk, why is it important for you to support Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Athletics?
Being born and raised here, I love supporting the community that helped raise me. That is why I am working with my team at Deerwood Bank to bring nice and simple banking to the entire Grand Rapids area. From your first savings account to life after retirement, we're here to help you.
Deerwood Bank. Banking made nice and simple. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Get the best broadband internet speeds with no data caps and no required high modem fee. Get the GigaZone from Paul Bunyan Communications. You'll get up to a gigabit per second uploads and downloads on one of the largest all-fiber optic networks in the country. And you can add GigaZone Blast Wi-Fi, the world's most powerful Wi-Fi featuring Wi-Fi 6 technology for only $5 per month. Get the fastest internet speeds available with no data caps, overage charges, or high required modem fee. Get the GigaZone from Paul Bunyan Communications. Service availability depends upon location. Some restrictions may apply.
Northland Lawn Sport and Equipment, Northern Minnesota's John Deere dealer, is a proud supporter of Thunderhawk Sports. With winter in full swing, Northland features a full line of open station and cab tractors, blowers, pushes, and blades. You'll move heavy snow with ease with your John Deere. Looking for an ATV? Northland sells the famous Gator. You'll also find Arctic Cat, Flow, and Honda Power equipment. Whether it's sales, parts, or service, at Northland we're always ready to help. Stop by and test drive your new tractor or Gator at Northland Sport and Equipment, formerly Pekegama Lawn and Sport, just 2 miles south of Grand Rapids on Highway 169. When it comes to real estate, you want Coldwell Banker Northwoods Realty on your team. Locally grown and family owned since 1947. Their full service agency of professional realtors will put their decades of knowledge, experience, and proven results to work for you. You can trust Itasca's real estate leader to provide exceptional service and expertise. Call Coldwell Banker Northwoods Realty in Grand Rapids at 326-3455 or find them online at coldwellbankernorthwoods.com. Proud to support Grand Rapids Hockey.
Hi, this is Hayden Mars with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to the Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
All right, in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the pregame show on J105 The Thunder. I'm Joe Gigliotti, and we're joined now by Jason Wise, head coach, Duluth Marshall Hockey. And first, how was your trip over here today, Coach?
Trip was a piece of cake. Steve, our bus driver, took care of us. He's a northern Minnesota guy, and he knows the roads well. So it was a nice, safe, easy trip.
So Marshall opening the season, a 2-2 tie against Proctor last Thursday. What are some of your takeaways from the season opener?
Well, I liked our effort and I liked our energy. We had some chances to win there in the third and in overtime, but they did as well. I think they had a crossbar at one point in the period, but I liked what we did. Good effort, good energy, and hopefully that continues tonight.
Outshot 8-2 in overtime. Pretty good play from your goaltender in that extra session?
Yeah, Sammy's playing real well. He did a nice job for us, and as a goaltender, you want to give your team a chance to win, and he certainly did that for us.
Tough goal of it last season for Duluth Marshall. What are you hoping to see improvements on with this year's team?
Well, every season's a new season. So last year is what it is. We can't change it, but we can have an impact on this season. So the main focus for us is to focus on our culture, focus on our work ethic, and everything else will take care of itself.
I see 6 seniors on this year's team. How important is that for leadership from these 6 guys in their senior seasons?
Well, I give these guys a lot of credit. You know, I'm the 4th head coach they've had in 4 years, and the fact that they're still here, still working hard, and still bleeding gold, it's pretty impressive. So they're giving us everything they got every day. Their leadership has been outstanding, and we're looking forward to a good season.
Have you coached anywhere else besides your first year with Marshall?
I have, yeah. I coached 21 years at the NCAA Division III level.
Which school?
I spent 5 years at Hamlin University, then 8 years at Marion University, and 8 years at Concordia University.
Heading into tonight's matchup with Grand Rapids, what do you expect from the Thunderhawks here tonight?
I expect them to be really good. I expect them to move the puck well, finish their checks. I'm sure they want to capitalize on their opportunities, and they're going to minimize ours. So they're a well-coached team. They play the game the right way, and hopefully we give them a run for their money.
And keys for your team's success here tonight?
We just got to play within ourselves. Don't get too anxious. Don't try to do too much. If we stick to our game plan and run our systems and play with some passion and some purpose, we'll have a chance to win.
Good luck tonight, Coach, and the rest of the season.
Awesome. Thank you.
And that is Jason Wise, head coach of the Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers. Thank you, Super Joe, for getting that done while I was still calling GRG Lightning. We've switched camera people.
We have.
So do you have an announcement? Sean Martinson, did it the first game for the girls, and he is now watching his daughter play net for the JV team. So did you get a name of who we have for camera person?
Blaine
Mortensen. All right.
Yes.
All right, Blaine. And well, is it your brother who does a lot of camera work as well? You get this naturally. He does up north hockey. Yeah. So we have an up north hockey connection.
Yes.
We'll compare the videos later and see if you or Blake has a better camera. Okay. Thanks a lot, Blaine, for coming and helping with that. As teams have had their warm-ups, we got a new sheet of ice, and we will be set for hockey fairly soon. I will have to pick up starting lineups right from the PA announcer here, picking them up, unless you got Duluth Marshall.
I did not.
Okay, well, see, we'll just pick them up as the Hilltoppers hit the ice here in the black, in the Bumblebee uniforms.
Yeah, very much so. Black with the gold, almost bright yellow lines on the trim, if you will.
For the Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers, like you mentioned, they come in 0-0-1 with a 2-2 tie. The Thunderhawks coming in with a 2-0 record, and they have outscored their opponents 9-1. They've given up 1 goal in 2 games and scored 9. That's pretty good combo so far.
Yeah, and they have, I think, 10, 11 players already with at least a point here this season. A lot of depth on this Thunderhawk team.
It certainly has been, and we're looking forward to a fun week. This game against Duluth Marshall, and, kind of a rebuilding program for the Hilltoppers. Probably not a lot expected, but boy, they've got a coach that has a pretty good resume, so I think he'll get them whipped into shape.
Yeah, more than 2 decades coaching college hockey, comes here to Marshall to take over the program. As you heard, 4th coach in 4 seasons, just 3 wins last year for Marshall. But again, 6 seniors returning this year. But they're going to have their hands full with Grand Rapids here tonight.
This is a senior-dominated team and a deep team for Grand Rapids. They have designs on getting another orange marker up there, or at least a state tournament participation marker up in the IRA. That's the goal that this team has. I don't think there's any question about that.
They're going to be a contender, I think, at the end of the season, whether it be in a section championship game or maybe a state championship game, but plenty of work to do before that, just 2 games in.
And for just watching, and Braden Holcomb missing the game against Moorhead as he was dinged up a little bit with his shoulder, but he's out there today. I was told it wasn't a big thing. It was just like, let's let this get better.
Yeah, no reason to push things, especially so early in the season. If you're not feeling quite right, just take a game off and go from there.
Starting lineups are brought to you by Skoglund Electric. For all of your electrical contracting needs, residential, commercial, and industrial, Skoglund Electric, a proud supporter of Thunderhawk Athletics. And again, small crowd as you're going to have with COVID. I think everyone who's allowed in is here.
This is very strange, Sheldon. Usually, especially for a home opener for the Thunderhawks, this would be quite the atmosphere.
And we will pick up the starting lineup. Sam Anderson, number 34 in net. He started the first game. He is an 11th grader. Derek Olson, a 9th grade defenseman, had one of the 2 goals for the Hilltoppers. Also, Carson Mulling, an assist, and he is a senior defenseman for the Hilltoppers. Pierce Gwynn, 10th grader, starts up front. And also Tucker Deliard, 160-pound junior. And Vance Johnson, number 27, completes the starting lineup for the Hilltoppers. Shall I guess?
Sure.
Well, who knows? I'll just leave it happen here for the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. We'll take it from the PA announcer as the Thunderhawks ready to be introduced. 2-0 on the season, taking on the Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers. Wyatt Pilkington, senior goaltender. a .973 save percentage and a .5 goals against average.
Is that good?
Starting at one defense will be Sam Sturl. And Ren Morquay will start at the other defense. So that's a change from what they've had the other two games with Young and Jack Peart starting. And they're going to start what has been the third line. John Bonner will start at the one wing. And Wade Browse, I'm going to give him the most improved player from last year. I've been impressed with his hustle. And number 18, Henry Sturl, will start up front. Those are your starting lineups, and it's brought to you by Skoglund Electric, proud to be your hometown electrician and proud to support all Thunderhawk sports. We'll take a break, and we will come back with the drop of the puck as they first have another moment of silence for Hunter Bader, who passed away this date last year. And we will head to a break and be back with the drop of the puck and the opening face-off on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Spencer Buchert, as well as Dr. Mike Hagley at Grand Rapids Dental Care, are proud supporters of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. They know firsthand that in order to be successful, it takes the whole team working together towards a single goal. For Grand Rapids Dental Care, that goal is providing expert dental care for all their patients. For a lifetime of healthy smiles, choose Grand Rapids Dental Care for all your dental needs. Online at grdental.com, call 326-3438 to set up an appointment. Go Thunderhawks.
Deanna Jagger of Edge of the Wilderness Realty is looking forward to building new relationships and assisting buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. She's built a strong professional reputation based on her reliability and personal approach to customer service and is ready to help you buy or sell your next home. Call Deanna at 218-259-2114 or visit eowrealty.com for current listings. Love where you live. Live on the edge. Edge of the Wilderness Realty.
Hi, this is Chris Henriksen, Executive Vice President of Mortgage Lending at Woodland Bank, here with some mortgage do's and don'ts. Do check your credit report to make sure it's accurate. By law, you are entitled to one free credit report per year. Do pay down your credit card balances to help boost your credit score. Don't take out any new debt or switch jobs during the mortgage application process. We're always here for your mortgage questions and needs. Woodland Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
With all this newfound time at home, it's good to get an easy win for the whole family. So this month, we're turning Taco Tuesday into Taco Tuesday. Get our 6-pack and a pound. That's 6 savory beef tacos and a pound of crispy potato olays for $2 off any day of the week. Taco John's. See you in the drive-thru.
Our drive-thru is still open. Swing by for all your Taco John's favorites for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or order delivery from participating locations with the Taco John's app.
Hey, Max here with Dollar Ford, and here's the deal. You've heard us say that we service all makes and models, but you're probably wondering, what does that mean? Well, I brought in the expert, Rod Oviatt, to tell us more.
It's simple. We service all brands.
Okay, all brands. So you mean we could service Chevrolets?
Yep.
We could service Dodges?
Yep.
Even a Toyota?
Yep.
I mean, we're servicing everything over here. You heard it here first, folks. If you have a car, we can fix it. You got to come check us out down at Quick Lane at Donlander Ford in Rapids.
Every second, 127 new devices connect to the internet. You can feel it happening. We're entering a whole new era of technology, and Mediacom will be ready to power it with one of the nation's first supercharged 10G platforms. We'll be bringing you more speed, more capacity, more security, and the power to do more than you ever dreamed possible. Visit 10g.mediacomcable.com to learn more.
Hi, this is Joey Del Greco with the Thunderhawk hockey team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
And we are just about set to go with Grand Rapids Hockey, second game of our doubleheader. First one was the girls' game, Lightning getting a 4-2 win over Bemidji. That game on 93-1 and 13-20 KOZY. Now we have Thunderhawk boys hockey taking on the Hilltoppers, and this one on J105. Well, I didn't let you talk much in the pregame, Super Joe. Your thoughts coming as we get ready to go?
Well, hey, first, a nice moment of silence during our break for the late Marshall Bader, number 5, who a young Grand Rapids hockey player who passed away in an accident a year ago today, nicknamed Turbo, known for his smile, hard work ethic, came early, stayed late, impressed his coaches, loved his teammates, they loved him back. And again, Marshall Bader passing away a year ago today. And I don't know if this was by design or not, but Grand Rapids' opponent tonight, Marshall. So,
hey, I like it.
There you go.
I like it.
As far as the game goes, certainly Grand Rapids with the edge on paper in depth and talent. We'll see what Marshall can, how long they can hang on here tonight.
And here we go. The Thunderhawks going from left to right, and the Hilltoppers from right to left. Sturl taking the draw against Vance Johnson, and we are underway. Bonner will chase the puck in front of the Hilltopper net, and the Hilltoppers now out to center ice. So play it in deep. Johnson after it there will have an icing call, and it'll come back all the way to the Hilltopper zone to the left of goaltender Sam Anderson. A .939 save percentage against Proctor. They were outshot against Proctor as I saw it, and must have played pretty well.
Yeah, it sounded like it. Both teams had plenty of chances in that game.
Long shot right on, turned aside by Anderson. Puck slapped out front, but pulled down by Johnson and out to center ice. Now on the near side, here comes Ammett. Ammett will shoot it in deep. Back to get it there is Sturl. This is Sam Sturl, number 24. Out to center. Drotz will leave it for Browse. Now back behind the net, Browse tries to get it out front to the point, and a shot right on from Jack Peart. Steered aside by Anderson. Just underway, no score on the Grand Itasca scoreboard. Easton Young will gain the red line and shoot it in deep behind Anderson. Going to get it is a Mailing. Carson Mailing fighting for it there with Del Greco. This is Del Greco, Drotz, and Bischoff out on this line. Puck out to center, down the ice. Icing call against the Hilltoppers, and we'll come back into the Hilltopper zone. No score, just underway.
Thunderhawk Hockey is brought to you by Super One Foods, Affinity Plus Credit Union, Taco John's, Claremont Financial Advisors, S&S Meats, and Coldwell Banker, Northwoods Realty.
Face-off will come to the left of goaltender Sam Anderson. Again, it is Del Greco on the draw. It's won by the Hilltoppers. Goes to the far side, and Tyler Anderson will get it out to center. No icing this time as Peart back to get it. Peart behind his own net. Moves it up to Easton Young, goes past Young. Now comes back into the Grand Rapids zone. Young back to get it. He'll move it to Peart. Peart back to Young behind the net. Young finds Peart on the far side. Now to Del Greco. Del Greco finds Easton Young. Young ahead to Bischoff. Bischoff puts on the brakes in the corner. Bischoff being ridden into the boards. Out front, unable to get through was Drotz. Goes to the far side, and Brendan Friday will get it out to center. Stopped there by Morquay. Morquay stick handles through everybody. Comes in, has a Del Greco out front. Couldn't quite get in the puck. Icing call again. We should keep track of this. That's the third on the Hilltoppers already. 14:52 to go, first period. No score on the Grand Itasca scoreboard.
Home opener here for the Thunderhawks, and as we mentioned, it's certainly a different look, a different feel, with a lot of empty bleachers here by Minnesota and State High School League rules.
It's what we got to deal with.
Yep.
Puck shot deep into the zone. Mailing back to get it in his own zone for the Hilltoppers. Mailing gets it back on the far side. Tries to come out to center. He will get it out to center. And Sam Sturl bangs it off the boards and out to center. In his own zone is Olsen. Olsen goes far side to Mailing. Mailing, dangerously right in front of his own net with that cross-ice pass. Grand Rapids applying the forecheck. This is Wyatt Holcomb who's out there. Wyatt Holcomb along with J.J. Kerr and number 20 Hayden DeMars. So I know Braden Holcomb is in uniform. He's not skating on this line right now. This is the line that scored the first two goals for the Thunderhawks against Moorhead, with Kerr getting his first and DeMars getting one. Morquay. Stick handles through center. Flips it in deep, and Anderson will glove it and hold for a face-off. We'll have another face-off in the Marshall zone. No score. 13:49 to go first period.
So far this season, Hunter Bischoff with 5 points to lead this Rapids team. 3 points for Doug Greco, along with Jack Geert.
Grand Rapids wins the draw to Peart. Now Easton Young. Young shot turned aside by Anderson. Now Browse. Browse will move it back to Peart. Peart tries to move it along the boards, but it comes out front and now deflects out to center. Young stops it, moves it ahead. Browse tips it deep into the zone. Back to get it there is Stauber. Joe Stauber comes to the near side with it. Puck in the corner, comes back to Stauber on the far side. There's a good Duluth hockey name.
I had a teacher at Wisconsin Superior, Dan Stauber, was a teacher of mine.
Another icing call on the Hilltoppers, 13:15 to go. Fourth icing. Are we keeping track? I'm going to keep track.
Okay.
Because there's going to be a lot of them, I think. There's 4.
Okay.
Face off to the right of goaltender Sam Anderson. Del Greco to take the draw against Tyler Anderson. And they yell at Drotz to make sure he's out of the circle. He is. Back to the point to Peart. Peart now to Bischoff. Bischoff goes far side. Doesn't quite connect with Easton Young. Young cross ice to Peart. Now back to Easton Young. Young takes a look up front. Instead, he'll drop it to Peart, and Peart will carry it through. Finds some room. Goes to the backhand. Goes down low. Behind the Hilltopper net out front, and looking for another goal was Garrett Drotz. He had one the first night, and a beautiful glove save by Anderson.
Yeah, scooped that one up. There was quickly trouble in his crease, and Peart went through about 3 Hilltoppers to create that opportunity and made it look easy.
Del Greco taking the draw. Vance Johnson wins that one, but back to get it is Drotz. Drotz plays it to Peart. Peart comes to Young. Young just behind Drotz. Drotz chases it into the corner. Behind the net for Bischoff. He tries to go quickly back to Del Greco. Fighting with Johnson out front. Shot. And the save by Anderson stuck the pad out. And Drotz said, I thought I had it.
A sprawling save there by Anderson. Nice work in net. Hey, Grand Rapids Hockey also brought to you by MediaCom, McDonald's, Grand Rapids State Bank, Nutra's in the corner, Donald Ford, and Farrell Gas.
Sturl at the point. He takes a shot. Oh, tipped just over the net. I think it was Wyatt Holcomb got a piece of that. Now the puck bounces back to the point. Sturl keeps it in. And now Wyatt Holcomb dumps it in low. Hayden DeMars after it on the forecheck. Stauber will play it to the near side. Trying to come out, and finally coming out is Ammett. Ammett will shoot it in deep. Morquay behind the net. He'll leave it there for Sturl. Sam Sturl cuts right in front of his own net, keeps going. Sturl quickly ahead. Here comes Kerr. Kerr now for Sam Sturl. Sturl behind the net, tries to go out front. That doesn't work. He'll just backhand it down low, but it's intercepted by the Hilltoppers, and out they come to center ice and offside on the Hilltoppers. No score on the Grand Itasca scoreboard. Shots on goal 5-0 Grand Rapids. 11:38 to go first period.
Now, I know there's no concession stands at high school games this year. Is it no, like, in between period events either? Is that your understanding?
Yeah, I don't believe so.
Okay.
We won't.
So we don't get to chuck pucks this season?
No. And looks like we're going to have an icing call on the Thunderhawks this time. Face-off will come back in the Thunderhawk zone. And for the Hilltoppers, I'm going to say, Grand Rapids a more skilled team. That's pretty obvious as you start out here. But Marshall clogging up neutral ice and covering their man. They're giving up some chances, and Sam Anderson's been up to the challenge there.
By the way, are you just counting Hilltopper icings?
Yes.
Okay.
There won't be that many Rapids icings. Puck squirts out there was that one, but there won't be a lot. Sam Sturl moves it ahead. As fighting for it there is Henry Sturl. Sturl has it poked off his stick, and in front of the Hilltopper bench at neutral ice.
Second time Bonner's nearly put a Hilltopper in his own bench already.
Now stick handling in, shot just wide by Moorhead. Hilltoppers pick up the rebound, and shooting it out is Mailing. Mailing now through center ice. Here comes Kovacs. Kovacs takes his man into the board, but can't control the puck. Now Browse has Bonner with him. Long shot. Anderson scoops it up and holds on. Still no score. 10:41 to go. Period number 1.
So far Marshall has had 4 icings and no shots.
Very true.
But as you said, they're holding their own. Anderson helping out in goal.
Del Greco will take the draw for the Thunderhawks, going up against Tyler Anderson. Peart and Young on D for Grand Rapids. Del Greco wins the draw back to Easton Young. Young will dump it down low. Peart hesitated, then decided to pinch into the half wall. Dumps it behind the net, where Stauber goes after it. Plays it to the half wall on the near side. Kept in there by Young. Now out front, shot! Save off from the high slot. Hunter Bischoff snapped one off, and Sam Anderson made the glove save.
Couple good glove saves in the early going here by Anderson in net. So that was Hunter Bischoff. Mercury Bischoff had a good game in a Lightning win earlier tonight over Bemidji.
Back to the point to Easton Young. Young at the half wall, leaves it for Del Greco. Del Greco works it behind the net. Stauber moves it to the far side, doesn't get out as Peart keeps it in. In the Marshall zone. Behind the net, putting on the brakes is Drotz. Now Bischoff chases it to the far side. Taking a look, was that Del Greco coming off a little gimpy? Now Bischoff down low, out front. Oh, Young couldn't quite pull the trigger. Now he does, and he scores. Oh my, puts it just in on the short side. And I believe that'll be Easton Young, his second of the season. 4 points for Easton Young. It is 1-0 Grand Rapids. Fanned the first time, couldn't pull the trigger, and then got it and squeezed it in. A small spot on the short side.
Hey, whatever works for you. Second opportunity for Young, and he's able to beat netminder Anderson for the 1-0 lead.
So the 7th shot is finally a charm for the Thunderhawks. We'll get the official call on the goal, but on the 7th shot, it is a 1-0 Grand Rapids lead. And here we go, out to center ice. That's stopped by the Thunderhawks. On the far side, into the Hilltopper zone. Out to center ice, poked ahead by Ammett, but picked up by Peart. Peart
gave the goal to Hunter Bischoff.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
From Young and Drotz.
Well, he had one other one that I was going to give to Jack Peart earlier in the year, as you were listening at on the Cloquet game, right? Grant Clapton was convinced it was Jack Peart, and they gave it to Bischoff. Always in those tough spots as DeMars lugs it to the corner. He's stapled to the wall now by Vance Johnson. Comes back to DeMars. DeMars and Johnson renew their battle behind the net. To the far side, Wyatt Holcomb. Holcomb able to find it. He'll slide it back to Moorhead. Moorhead able to pinch in and keep it in. Shot right on, rebound, they fight for it. Where is it? And now a shot and a goal. I believe Wyatt Holcomb will, or not Wyatt Holcomb, it will be Sturl. I saw the 8, didn't see the 1 initially. It will be Henry Sturl who pops the rebound home for a 2-0 Grand Rapids lead.
So DeMars was hacking away in the crease there, and the big scramble puck eventually comes out there to Sturl, and he puts it in for the 2-0 lead.
So Grand Rapids with a 2-0 lead. Puck shot in and in deep into the Hilltopper zone. Shots on goal are 10-0, and it's a 2-0 lead for Grand Rapids. Icing call on the Hilltoppers. Face-off will come back in the Hilltopper zone to the right of goaltender Sam Anderson. So the Thunderhawks, we're waiting for the official announcement, but I'm going to be pretty confident with Henry Sturl on that one. Long shot right on, blocked aside by Anderson. DeMars gets the assist. And Sturl the goal as we have a whistle, and we're going to have a roughing penalty against the Thunderhawks. And I believe that will go against John Bonner. So Hilltopper power play. They've been outshot 11-0. And Grand Rapids leading 2-0 on the Grand Itasca scoreboard. Grand Itasca, the official sports medicine provider of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Face-off will come to the right of goaltender Wyatt Pilkington. Ammett with the draw goes to the far side as Browse gives chase, almost gets there in time, but Mailing will come out to center. Shot, pad save by Pilkington, and the rebound cleared out to center and down the ice. I believe we'll go with the first shot on goal there for Duluth Marshall. Our friend Marv Burt doesn't have it up yet, but I think that was a shot on goal.
He's pondering.
He's pondering. Yeah, he put it up there now.
There you go.
Puck shot down the ice again, and Duluth Marshall will have to retreat. For the Thunderhawks, they have an 85% penalty kill so far this year. Still young. Those numbers will settle down a little bit as we go, as that one whistled up over the glass and into the stands. Hopefully that didn't hit anybody. I don't think it did.
Well, I guess one silver lining of less people in the stands, less chance for somebody to get hit with a flying puck.
That is true. 2-0 Grand Rapids on the Grand Itasca scoreboard. 7:15 to go first period. Power play for Duluth Marshall right now. 1:13 to go in the power play. Del Greco takes the draw. And Del Greco will control it in his own zone and shoot it down the ice. Coming in is Bischoff, who had the initial goal for the Thunderhawks.
Look at the forecheck on the penalty kill.
As Marshall still bottled up in their own end. Mailing brings it to Delaird. And Delaird puts it deep into the Grand Rapids zone. Morquay sweeps it up the boards. Bischoff tries to backhand it up the boards. Can't get it out initially. Now it will come out to center. And Bischoff gives chase. Getting there first is Joe Stauber. Stauber brings it to the near side, out to center. And now Stauber back into his own zone again. Stauber backhands it ahead. And Grand Rapids are right now not letting Marshall even out to their own blue line. Now finally the Hilltoppers will get out to center. Here's Delaird. Long shot right on. Pilkington will make the save and cover it for a faceoff with 8 seconds left in the Hilltopper power play. 2-0 Grand Rapids, 6:10 to go first period.
Thunderhawk Hockey also brought to you by Grand Rapids GM, Grand Rapids Dental Care, CarQuest Auto Parts, Paul Bunyan Communications, and Edward Jones.
Off the face-off, puck poked to the line. It does get out, and here comes DeMars. DeMars with some room comes in on the forehand, stick handles, and tries to pick the 5-hole through Sam Anderson, and Anderson closes that up. Nice shorthanded chance for Hayden DeMars.
Sticking that left pad out was Anderson, and that's a scary sight, seeing DeMars charging your way.
DeMars, who had a great game against Moorhead. Wyatt Holcomb goes cross ice for Peer. Both teams back at full strength. Here comes DeMars on the far side. DeMars out front, and the tip in doesn't quite connect. Out to center ice, and with a little bit of room, here's Friday. Brendan Friday stick handles in. Nice defensive play by Peart. He ends up with the puck, and Friday ends up on the boards. Now Peart has the puck poked off his stick as he tried to one-hand it through a couple defenders. Puck still in the Grand Rapids zone. And the puck shot into the netting behind Pilkington. 2-0 Grand Rapids, 5:11 to go, first period.
Yeah, if you're going in toward the net one-on-one with the defender, going against Jack Peart wouldn't be at the top of my list as a forward.
No, but they did take the puck off of Peart's stick coming the other way as Peart maybe got a little lackadaisical trying to one-hand it through a couple defenders and didn't work. Behind his own net, here comes Sturl. This is Sam Sturl up to Browse. Browse takes a look. Nice cross-ice pass. Bonner chasing it in after tipping it in deep and works for it along with Stauber. Now Sturl moves it back along the wall in the Hilltopper zone. Puck at the half wall, back to the point. It'll go past Morkway and out to center. Now here's Sam Sturl. Nice job by Bonner to get it, slap the puck down, get a shot that goes wide, and Bonner heads to the bench on a change. Scribner moves it out. Puck just bounces outside the zone, and Emmett will put it into the Grand Rapids zone. Now here's Henry Sturl, kicks it up to his stick. Has a little bit of room, but the puck goes off a stick and into the netting behind Anderson. Still 2-0 Grand Rapids, 4:15 to go, first period.
That puck sure was bouncing a lot on that shift, especially in neutral ice.
Del Greco to take the draw. Going up against Delaird. Del Greco wins that one. Down low, Del Greco puts it back to the point to Peart. Peart finds Bischoff, and then they look for the tic-tac-toe, and a nice job to snuff that out. Del Greco was looking for the tip-in on the backside. Back to the point, it does come out to center, and Peart on the backhand will turn, go past one player, and now move all the way in. Peart now puts on a burst of speed, shot right on, and Anderson will make the save.
I'll just sneak by you. Excuse me, I'll go by you as well and put a shot on goal.
Face-off will come to the left of goaltender Sam Anderson. Del Greco will take the draw. 3:41 to go. First period, 2-0 Grand Rapids. Off the face-off, puck comes back to the point. Still stays in the zone. Del Greco tries centering pass, deflects over the top of the net. Back to the point to Peart. Peart, shot goes wide. Now Bischoff, as he's falling down, gets a shot, or that was Drotz rather. And then Del Greco tried the rebound, couldn't get it to go. Behind the net, here's Bischoff. Bischoff tries to center it, that hits a skate. Bischoff in the corner, fighting along with Tyler Anderson. Drotz. Back to the point to Peart. Peart, shot, tips a few times, and goes wide of the net. Bischoff holds it in for Del Greco. Del Greco out front looking for Drotz, tipped just wide. Now the puck comes out to center. In, and a shot right on, rebound, slides wide of the net as Easton Young was looking for that. Now Young slides it down low. Now Grand Rapids really starting to take control.
Yeah, I believe the tide is starting to turn big time here.
Del Greco at the line. He'll slide it down for Drotz. Drotz back to Sturl. Sturl shot right on. Rebound to the point, not out. Morkway, his shot. Hits a skate and goes wide. Sturl back to the point to Wyatt Holcomb. Holcomb's shot tipped wide into the netting. And we'll have a face-off. 17-2 shots on net. And Grand Rapids a 2-0 lead on the Grand Itasca scoreboard.
And boy, did the Hilltoppers need a whistle there. They got stuck out there for quite a while.
They got caught running around a bit, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Kerr will take the draw. He's out there with Wyatt Holcomb and Hayden DeMars. And now he's kicked out of the face-off circle. Puck goes deep into the Hilltopper zone. That's where it's been most of the time. DeMars out front, tries to fight his way through. Can't get a shot off. Now at the half wall, DeMars again tries to power his way out. Kerr at the hash mark, half wall. Leaves it for Wyatt Holcomb. Back to the point. Sturl, can he keep it in? I think they did. At least so far, I don't see any offside call. I couldn't see the puck right there in front of me. Now the Hilltoppers will get it out to center. Tipped in. They say no icing. So Sturl back to get it. Leaves it for Morkway. Morkway moves it ahead now. Here's Holcomb. Holcomb has DeMars going ahead. Can't quite get in the puck. Now DeMars. DeMars down low. Can't find it. Goes to the far side to Mailing. 1:14 left in the period. 2-0 Grand Rapids. Shots on goal 18-2. And yes, it's been about that lopsided. Puck behind the Grand Rapids net. Morquay leaves it for Sturl. Sturl tries to make a little move, has to retreat. Final minute of the period. Sturl moves it ahead for DeMars. DeMars backhands it into the zone. He'll chase after it. He's at the end of a shift. Bonner out now. DeMars goes behind the net. Looks for Peart at the point. Gets it to him. Now comes to the near side to Young. Easton Young chases it down low. He'll leave it there for Bonner. Bonner goes to the far side. Shot right on. And Anderson makes the save off the stick of Wade Browse. 33 seconds to go. Grand Rapids leading 2-0. Henry Sturl taking the draw to the right of goaltender Sam Anderson. Peart steps in, goes to Browse, and Browse turns and shoots it wide. Now out front, Browse fans on that one. Back to the point, Bonner keeps it in, slaps it behind for Browse. Browse had 2 golden opportunities he was unable to connect with, then tries to play it back to Peart, and it goes past him down the ice with 12 seconds left. Peart behind his own net, he'll come out, carry it himself. Now move it to Easton Young, takes it off the boards with 3, goes in, and Young taken down hard. That brings the first period to an end with the score, Grand Rapids 2 and the Hilltoppers 0. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder and J105radio.com.
Roth RV in Deerwood and Grand Rapids is your one-stop shop for all your RV parts and service needs. Their service center is experienced and reputable, providing routine and warranty service for all the brands they carry. They can repair and service most used RVs as well. With 16,000 square feet, Roth RV now offers a 12-bay service center and a huge parts store. To book an appointment, call 218-534-3011 or complete the online request form at rothrv.com. Roth RV and Marine, located at the Old Midway Homes location, Highway 169 East.
A year at S&S Meats in Grand Rapids. Happy New Year.
What a beautiful prime rib.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Honey, you shouldn't have. Look at that New York strip.
For Easter.
Mom, is the ham ready?
Memorial Day.
Pass me some jerky and cheese curds. Let's go fishing.
4th of July.
Throw some more jumbo shrimp on the Barbie.
Labor Day.
Need some more brats here.
Thanksgiving.
Honey, the smoked turkey makes the meal.
Christmas.
Did you get a meat bundle for Dad? He'll love it.
Anytime is a great time to shop S&S Meats. Highway 2 West, Grand Rapids.
The Timberlake Restaurant in Grand Rapids is now offering a prime rib special every Friday and Saturday from 4 to 8 p.m. Individual servings come in 2 sizes. Choose between the 10-ounce and the 14-ounce. Each option comes complete with a salad, veggies, and a popover. Feeding the family? Family size options are available. Receive 4 prime rib meals at a discounted price. Call 326-2600 to place your orders and pick up curbside. The Timberlake Lodge, Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
If you're looking for an experienced and professional attorney in the Grand Rapids area, look no further than Sturl Law Office. Attorney Chad B. Sturl has over 22 years of legal expertise in dealing with criminal defense, family law, DUI, DWI, and many other legal practices. Let him help you through a stressful time by taking care of the legal logistics and delivering expert legal support. Call 218-326-9646 to schedule an appointment. Chad Sturl at Sturl Law Office, a proud supporter of Thunderhawk Hockey.
I'm Christina Gallus, one of your Grand Rapids Edward Jones financial advisors. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Sports on J105. Call any of the Grand Rapids offices for all of your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
First American Title Insurance is here for you. Their local office, Itasca County Abstract Company, has provided service for more than 75 years. They can help with title insurance, real estate title certificates, abstract services, and escrow services. They are a proud and long-standing supporter of Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Athletics. Itasca County Abstract Company, a First American Title Insurance member, located in downtown Grand Rapids.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
At Jimmy John's, we want your sandwich to arrive freaky fast, so it's freaky fresh. So we only deliver within 5 minutes of our stores, and not farther. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com. 5 minutes is not a guaranteed delivery time. Actual delivery times will vary.
Hi, this is Wade Browse with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
And back at the IRA Civic Center, a dominating first period for the Thunderhawks. They only lit the lamp twice, but they dominated.
They did, about what we expected. Duluth Marshall hung on for a little while in that first period, I would say, but certainly edge to Grand Rapids without question. They punch a couple home, especially in the final few minutes of that period. You could certainly feel the tide turning and the Hilltoppers getting stuck out there a couple times on long shifts as Grand Rapids started to pour it on offensively.
They did, outshooting the Hilltoppers 21-2. They lead 2-0. We'll take another break, come back with our between period summary. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder and J105radio.com.
When you need to find a part at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in to CarQuest.
Special winter mail-in rebate sale on Autolite spark plugs. When you buy 8, you'll save $24 on the Iridium XP or Ultra. Save $16 on the Double Platinum or save $8 on the Platinum spark plugs. Time to get out the tools and do that tune-up. Great prices every day at CarQuest Grand Rapids.
Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Hey, hockey fans. Even though we aren't able to be in the stands cheering with you, Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union is still a proud supporter of our high school hockey teams. This is Ann Cates, branch manager. It's a brand new year, and we're here to partner with you on achieving your personal financial goals. Skate on over to affinityplus.org to learn more. Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union, insured by NCUA.
Better service is more than just doing the job well and providing the propane you need. Better service is the combination of many people working hard for you. Hi, this is Brian, General Manager of your local Feral Gas, and that's what you'll find when you do business with us. We shut the gate when we leave. We warmly say hello when you call. We treat you like a friend with Sunday dinners to host, warm baths to draw for the kids, and cookies to bake with the grandkids. We'll be there with the best service to fuel what matters to you. So give Feral Gas a call today at 800-450-5701.
Nooch's in the Corner is your go-to for full-service gas fill-ups, propane, and U-Haul services. But they also carry one of the best outbuildings in the market in Old Hickory buildings and sheds with many different floor plans and styles to choose from. With 20% down, you can lock in the price to avoid any price increases and be delivered in the spring. They also feature a 5-year warranty, a low-price guarantee, and even offer free delivery. Custom order yours today. Visit Nooch's for more info. It's not just any old building, it's an Old Hickory building.
Your number one Grand Rapids Thunderhawk fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Itasca Reliable Insurance are a winning combination. They'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Itasca Reliable Insurance in Grand Rapids today, 326-8518.
Grand Rapids GM has over 30 Equinoxes to choose from. The 2020 LT all-wheel drive with loyalty price for $24,846. A 2021 Traverse LT all-wheel drive for $35,815 with loyalty price. And a 2021 Silverado Crew Cab RST Z71 now $41,490 with loyalty price. That's $9,000 off MSRP. See dealer for loyalty price details. Shop the web at GrandRapidsGM.com on over 240 vehicles. Grand Rapids GM, Highway 169 South. Chevy, find new roads.
It's Lund Deal Days going on now at Ray's Sport and Marine. Now through the end of the month, land your Lund boat powered by Mercury Outboard with cash rebates up to $1,000, plus a free cover. During Lund Deal Days, you can get the savings you would normally get at a boat show right here at the dealership. Lund Boats and Mercury Outboards, always at Ray's Sport and Marine when your passion is the water.
Hi, this is Wyatt Holcomb with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105, The Thunder.
Our between periods summary is brought to you by Anderson, Ophoven, Stauffer, and Jan, and they've been proudly serving clients in northern Minnesota since 1917. What have you got, Super Joe?
Hunter Bischoff got things started for Grand Rapids at 7:13. He gets the goal, Drotz and Young on the helpers. And then at 8:27, it was Henry Sturl. Assist going to Hayden DeMars. That made it 2-0 Thunderhawks. Just one penalty in that period, a roughing call on John Bonner. Shots on goal, 21-2 Thunderhawks.
And Marv has some extra stats for us. Says shot attempts 30-2 Grand Rapids. Blocks 0 for Rapids, 1 for Duluth Marshall. Hits. Marshall actually out hitting Grand Rapids 8-3. Face-offs, Grand Rapids at 81%. And Marv, in his exact counting, has scoring chances a lot to 1. Between period summary brought to you by Anderson, Ophoven, Stauffer, and Jan Law Office. One more break and second period action with Grand Rapids leading by a score of 2-0 on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Penalty on number 16, 2 minutes for slashing.
Coach, it's all tied up. What should we do?
Okay, let's set up a solid income plan with great diversification and an intelligent withdrawal rate. Come on now, let's crunch those numbers and get that goal. For winning guidance with your retirement game plan, give the coaching staff at Claremont Financial Advisors a call to put together your winning play.
Now in front, shot, they score!
A year at S&S Meats in Grand Rapids. Happy New Year.
What a beautiful prime rib.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Honey, you shouldn't have. Look at that New York strip.
For Easter.
Mom, is the ham ready?
Memorial Day.
Pass me some jerky and cheese curds. Let's go fishing.
4th of July.
Throw some more jumbo shrimp on the Barbie.
Labor Day.
Need some more brats here.
Thanksgiving.
Honey, the smoked turkey makes the meal.
Christmas.
Did you get a meat bundle for Dad? He'll love it.
Anytime is a great time to shop S&S Meats. Highway 2 West, Grand Rapids.
Doctors Rachel and Spencer Buchert, as well as Dr. Mike Hagley at Grand Rapids Dental Care, are proud supporters of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. They know firsthand that in order to be successful, it takes the whole team working together towards a single goal. For Grand Rapids Dental Care, that goal is providing expert dental care for all their patients. For a lifetime of healthy smiles, choose Grand Rapids Dental Care for all your dental needs. Online at grdental.com, call 326-3438 to set up an appointment. Go Thunderhawks!
My name is Derica Kushel, and I've worked at Grand Rapids State Bank for 7 years. The favorite part of my job is the people I work with, which is probably a good thing because I spend more time at the bank than I do at home. I work in the Operations Support Department, and my primary responsibility is to make sure that the bank is balanced each and every day. I also enjoy volunteering in the community. It is a great way to give back to our community and is extremely rewarding. Grand Rapids State Bank, this is my community and my bank.
The Grand Rapids State Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You don't want to work at just any old place, and you don't want to work just any old time. Maybe you want to work mornings, afternoons, or late nights, weekdays or weekends. For job openings on your schedule, check out the openings at McDonald's.com. They're hiring for multiple shifts and positions. McDonald's can be more than just a job. They have great career opportunities available for the right people. If you're looking for fulfilling work and a fun and challenging atmosphere, don't wait any longer. Apply at McDonald's.com. I'm loving it.
Hey, this is Hunter Bischoff with the Thunderhawk hockey team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
And we are just about set for second period action. Grand Rapids leading 2-0 on goals from Bischoff and Wyatt Holcomb. And Grand Rapids will be going from right to left. One penalty in that first period, right? John Bonner?
Yep.
That was it. And here we go. Off the face-off, the Hilltoppers will get it into the Grand Rapids zone in front of the net, bounces around, and goes into the corner. That's almost as close to a scoring chance as the Hilltoppers have come. Sturl behind his own net comes to Morquay on the near side. Morquay goes with the long cross-ice pass. That gets ahead of everyone, and we'll have an icing call on the Thunderhawks. That'll come back into the Thunderhawk zone. Early second period action just underway in a 2-0 Grand Rapids lead.
Just making sure we're on the same page. I have the second Rapids goal going to Henry Sturl.
Henry Sturl, yes. Who did I said Holcomb?
You did.
I said Holcomb because I saw the 8 originally when he scored it, and then I corrected myself.
Gotcha.
You got it. It is Sturl. Off the face-off. Hilltoppers in the Grand Rapids zone. Comes back to the point. Nice crisp cross-ice pass. Shot from the point, deflected wide as Morquay takes his man into the boards in the corner. Now Morquay gets the puck. Stops behind his own net. Takes a look and goes through center ice. Tipped ahead by DeMars, and DeMars will run after it. DeMars behind the Hilltopper net. He'll come out on the far side. Backhands it to the near side, but comes outside the line. Peart goes to Easton Young. Shot back into zone, and now Braden Holcomb out for his first shift. Like to see that. Back to the point and back into the Grand Rapids zone. Now here's DeMars. DeMars kicks it to his stick. Goes in. Comes across. Shot. And Anderson didn't know where it was. Went into him, and we get the whistle. And the puck dug out right after that.
Nice patience there by DeMars as he cuts toward the net. Looks like he might try to go for a initial forehand or backhand, and then skates back a little ways and fires one, and it gets lost in traffic.
Del Greco will take the draw to the left of Anderson. Puck played back to the point. Quickly to Peart. Peart shot right on. Rebound out front. Bischoff can't get it past Anderson. Behind the net, Bischoff again. Bischoff looking for his second goal of the game. Back to the point. Young keeps it in right on the line. Now Peart, his shot tipped into the corner. Del Greco at the half wall. Oh, had Drotz breaking in and tried to get him the puck. Nice defensive play to bump that away. Now Peart behind his own net. Peart turns away from pressure. Ahead to Del Greco. Del Greco with some speed through center. Stick handles to the far side. Going in against Mailing. Now Drotz. Drotz comes to Morquay. Morquay shoots it in front. Rebound. They score! Picking up the rebound and punching it home was Bischoff. He does get his second.
There you go. There it is. Yeah.
Opportunistic 3-0 Grand Rapids on the Grand Itasca scoreboard.
So now Bischoff, that'll be 4 goals on the season now for him. He has 7 points overall, leading this Rapids charge early in the season.
And he has such a quick stick, and he doesn't mind going in front. And that one that just bounced to him, just tucked it in the short side. Had an inch, that's all he needed. 3-0 Grand Rapids now on the Grand Itasca scoreboard. Puck into the Hilltopper zone, and Bonner giving chase, so Anderson covers up and holds for a face-off. Face-off will come in the Hilltopper zone to the left of goaltender Sam Anderson. Sturl had the second Grand Rapids goal. See, I'll remember that if I keep saying it. Comes to Morquay. Shot right on. Now here's Browse. Browse behind the net. Fights through 2 defenders. Tries to kick the puck around. Still fighting for it. 4 players back behind the Hilltopper net. Comes to the half wall, and it's flipped just out to center. Morquay gloves it down, back to Bonner, now to Sturl on the other side. Sturl puts it to the near side to Morquay. Morquay puts on the brakes. Long pass ahead. Bonner didn't touch it, and it goes down for icing on the Thunderhawks. 14:02 to go. Grand Rapids leading 3-0 on the Grand Itasca scoreboard.
Morquay gets the lone assist on Bischoff's second of the evening to give the Thunderhawks the lead. That goal coming at 2:11 of the second period.
Kerr will take the draw now against Vance Johnson. Hilltoppers win that, but then the pass intercepted as Holcomb goes rink wide. DeMars puts on the gas and trying to catch Scribner. Scribner on the backhand will move it to the half wall and backhand it out to center. Now Peart. Peart stops. He'll find DeMars. DeMars cuts in, has Holcomb out front, can't get him the puck. Now a shot from Peart, and that's gloved down by Anderson. So Braden Holcomb now out centering this second line between DeMars and Kerr.
DeMars is one of the fastest guys that has a good amount of size that I've seen in recent years for Grand Rapids.
Off the face-off, puck goes in behind the net. Braden Holcomb intercepts that, finds Hayden DeMars, and his one-timer is scooped up by Anderson. It's kind of target practice right now.
Yeah.
28-2 shots on goal, 3-0 the score on the Grand Itasca scoreboard.
Hey, Thunderhawk Hockey is brought to you by Ray Sport Marine, Itasca Reliable Insurance, Edge of the Wilderness Lakes and Homes Realty, and Chad Sterl, attorney at law.
Back to the point to Peart. Peart to Del Greco. Del Greco down low to Bischoff. Now out front shot, and Drotz looking for the tip, and Anderson sees it through traffic and holds on. You know, I like Anderson's pads with the M's kind of split, and if he holds the pads together, you get the full M.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Good catch.
Off the faceoff, puck still in the faceoff circle. Now Del Greco. Del Greco stick handles. Gets it to Peart. Peart will move along the wall. Now back to Del Greco. Del Greco has some trouble with it. Gets it deep, and Drotz has to fight for it. Now Bischoff. Bischoff, 2 goals on the night, tries to put it out front. That doesn't connect. Now Drotz. Drotz. Back to the point to Peart. Peart. Far side to Young. Now Drotz. Drotz taken down. There'll be a penalty on the Hilltoppers. Thunderhawks get the extra attacker on. Shot right on. Rebound. Oh, what a save by Anderson. Del Greco's been robbed a couple times by Sam Anderson tonight.
And now the Hilltoppers will go short-handed. Not what they needed here. And great job by Grand Rapids to keep that play going after was that Del Greco that got knocked down?
Yep.
Yeah, did a great job to somehow maintain control of that puck and keep it alive for the shot.
And for Grand Rapids, they did that against Moorhead on Saturday one time, where they had the extra attacker out, I think, for almost a minute and a half. As going to the box will be number 21, Joseph Stubber. 2 minutes. And what was the call? Trip?
Yes.
Right. I assume so, but I didn't. As Holcomb moves it back to the point. Thunderhawks on the power play. Here's Peart. Peart, top of the circle, back to the point to Young. Young goes far side to Holcomb. Braden Holcomb now out. Behind the Hilltopper net. Work it out to Peart. His shot goes wide, and Young can't quite keep it in. Young has to chase it back to his own blue line. Now here's Peart. Thunderhawks on the power play. Get it to Young through center ice. Gains the Hilltopper blue line. He'll stop there and just backhand it deep. Kerr was there. He'll sweep it to the far side to Holcomb. Thunderhawks looking to set up. At the half wall, Holcomb looking for some room, but his pass hits a stick, and out come the Hilltoppers to center as Brendan Friday will shoot it deep. Young moves it ahead. Holcomb fights after it. Now Peart takes it down with the back of his glove right onto his stick, gains the blue line, and now they're set up just like that. Easton Young, shot, doesn't get through. Back to the point, Peart moves it to the far side, just gets it to Braden Holcomb. 53 seconds left in the Rapids power play. To the point, and Grand Rapids has to chase it back into their own zone. Thunderhawks make changes with the front line. Long pass ahead, goes to Drotz. Drotz to Bischoff, shot. Goes through. Anderson kicks that into the corner. Now Drotz again. Drotz moves it back to Del Greco. Now Peart. Peart and Young have been out there this whole power play. Far side, Del Greco fighting his way in, but the puck goes just off his stick. Now Easton Young. Young, shot toward the net, rebound. Goes behind the Hilltopper net. 10 seconds left in the power play. Bischoff wanted to move it back to the point. 4 seconds left. Peart goes to the far side. Shot. Bischoff looking for the hat trick was stopped by Anderson. Out to center ice and a little bit of room. Shot goes wide of the net off the stick of Stauber. Rebounds all the way down into the Hilltopper end. Drotz chasing it there. He'll chase it to the far side. Shots on goal now 32-2. And Rapids leading 3-0. You think maybe they would be leading by more than that.
You know, in a game when the shots are 32-2, I feel like I can go back a few moments. You mentioned the goaltender's pads, Anderson, how when they're together they make the letter M. Fun fact, if you put them on backwards, it'd be the letter W, Sheldon.
Well, he has stood on his head a little bit. to the point, and this is kept in by Will Stauffer. So a new defensive pairing out there for the Thunderhawks. This is Will Stauffer and Kyle Henke getting their first shifts. Back to Stauffer. Stauffer to Henke on the far side. Looks to the backside to Bonner. Bonner brows down low, loses an edge and goes down. Gets back up, still fighting for it, spins around, tries to get it to Bonner. That doesn't work. And out to center ice. Chasing it there is Tyler Anderson against Henke. Behind the net. Anderson goes to the far side. Now Stauffer again. Stauffer can't get it out to center. Henry Sturl can't move it ahead. Now the Thunderhawks will, and we're going to have, I believe, an interference. Nope.
Probably should have been, but I guess not.
Guess not.
Oh.
As Morquay comes and runs over his man in his own zone. 8:54 to go. Grand Rapids leading 3-0. Now Wyatt Holcomb, oh, he was one step away from being gone. Puck goes to the far side. Ben Bonner out there. Puck deep in the corner. Comes to the half wall. Wyatt Holcomb, well as others, keeping it in there is Blake Hendrickson. Now Wyatt Holcomb back to Morquay. Morquay's shot turned aside by Anderson. So this is the fourth line for the Thunderhawks. Doing a nice job of keeping the forecheck going. Out to center. Here's a 2-on-1 for the Hilltoppers. Out front, shot. Oh, and who's back there but Mr. Sturl, Sam Sturl, to stop that. Now DeMars. DeMars chases it in, but it's offside on the Thunderhawks. Or not offside, icing on the Thunderhawks, sorry. 3-0 Grand Rapids on the Grand Itasca scoreboard. 8:05 to go, second period.
Thunderhawk Hockey is brought to you by the Motor Shop, Deerwood Bank, Itasca Abstract Company, White Pine Jewelers, Jimmy John's, and Roth RV.
Big thank you to all of our sponsors. Face-off coming to the left of Wyatt Pilkington, who has made all of 2 saves. Now 3. He was going to hold the puck for a while to see what it looked like. He had forgotten. Face-off again to Pilkington's left. Behind the net goes Sturl. Sturl moves it up the far side. DeMars. Thunderhawks with speed through center. Just keep it onside. Nice timing. Try to get out front. Can't quite do it. And out to center ice. Here come the Hilltoppers. Holcomb forechecks. Gets back for it. And now Morquay ahead to DeMars. DeMars has it poked off his stick at the last moment when it looked like he had a break coming in. Puck hits the side of the net. Now Braden Holcomb. Holcomb at the half wall. Now stops. Feeds it down low. There to get it is DeMars. DeMars to Kerr. Kerr fights for it. DeMars picks it up. Slides it far side. Sturl. Shot goes wide. Braden Holcomb at the half wall. Puts on the brakes. Now to Morquay. Morquay. Shot right on, and Anderson makes the save. 7:01 to go. And Grand Rapids leading 3-0.
Well, Anderson's certainly getting a lot of pucks thrown at him here tonight. Shots now 35-3 in favor of Grand Rapids. 3-0. Just a tick over 7 minutes left in the second.
Face-off won by the Thunderhawks. Del Greco puts on the brakes. Double team there, but he's able to get the puck low. Drotz after it. Drotz has it taken away by Martinelli. Thunderhawks get it back to the point. Here's Young. Young will shovel it ahead. Get it to Drotz. Drotz tried to get it back to Peart, but it didn't get all the way to him. And the Hilltoppers get out across the red line and shoot it back behind the Grand Rapids net. Peart quickly ahead, maybe a little too quickly as that pass didn't connect, but the Thunderhawks will now come out. Oh, Drotz was breaking and the puck just got tipped away at the last minute. He had a full head of steam. Now the Thunderhawks will settle it down as Peart behind his own net. Slides it ahead, blue line.
Heads up.
And here comes Del Greco. Del Greco out front. Drotz now. Half wall. Comes to Peart at the point. Peart back to Young. Shot right on. Anderson makes the save. Del Greco now. Behind the net. He'll come back to Easton Young. Young finds Bischoff. Bischoff, 2 goals. 2 of the 3 Grand Rapids goals. Puck out to center ice as Peart unable to glove it down cleanly. Peart turns at his own blue line. Ahead to Del Greco. Del Greco pinches it on the half wall. Regains it. Browse can't quite hold it in. Actually, he does hold it in for a moment. Now here come the Hilltoppers out to center. Fanning on that was Mailing, or Vance Johnson rather, and finally gets it into the Grand Rapids zone. 5:17 to go. Second period, Grand Rapids leading 3-0. Peart ahead to Del Greco. Del Greco has it poked away. Coming the other way is Dale Aird. And we'll have a whistle and an offside. 3-0 Grand Rapids on the Grand Itasca scoreboard. Grand Itasca, the official sports medicine provider of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Face-off will come just outside the Grand Rapids blue line. Puck squirts back into the Grand Rapids zone, and Sturl, this is Sam Sturl, moves it ahead to twin brother Henry. Henry along the boards, but taken over there by the Hilltoppers. Does it feel to you that this game has just gotten a little more ragged, a little less crisp?
Very much so, yes.
And I know it's easy to happen when you're dominating like the Thunderhawks are. Long shot in, goes wide of Anderson. After it, there is Sturl.
And quite honestly, the lack of an atmosphere may have something to do with it.
That's true.
One could argue it may feel like a scrimmage for the players.
Puck back into the Grand Rapids zone. Pilkington will leave it there for Sturl. Sturl to Morquay on the near side. Morquay in the middle to Sam Sturl. Sturl, shot goes over the net. Comes to the near side. Bonner stops it there on the backhand. Nice pass to Sturl. Shot blocked in front. And unable to keep it in was Sam Sturl. Puck comes back into the Grand Rapids zone. Morquay back to get it. 3:54 to go second period. Grand Rapids leading 3-0 as DeMars comes across. DeMars, Kerr, and Braden Holcomb out now, along with Henke and Stauffer on defense. Out to center. Stauffer has to pick it up there. Now back into his own zone. We'll have an icing call on the Hilltoppers. 3-0 Grand Rapids, 3:29 to go in period number 2.
Don't know if we mentioned it much, but this is a section matchup here this evening. Every section win, very important as the season goes along.
Braden Holcomb will take the draw. And at the half wall, DeMars backhands it into the corner for Holcomb. Now back to DeMars. Shot hits the skate and goes wide. Holcomb leaves it behind the net again for Kerr. Justin Kerr leaves it for Kyle Henke. Now the puck comes outside the zone, and Stauffer is there. Will Stauffer moves it to Braden Holcomb. Braden Holcomb, drop pass for DeMars. DeMars tries to stick handle through, taken off his stick. Now out to center ice come the Hilltoppers, and we'll have a whistle.
And one of the Hilltoppers didn't appreciate being slammed into the boards quite ungracefully by Hayden DeMars.
Face-off will be just outside. Actually, it will be at center ice. 2:51 to go. Second period action. Grand Rapids leading 3-0. They've dominated, but they haven't put a lot of pucks behind Sam Anderson. Shots on goal are 36-3. Shot right on. That was off the stick of Ben Bonner. Bonner fights for it behind the net. Also there is Wyatt Holcomb. And we're going to have a whistle, and referee says a little bit too much behind the net. No, I don't think any penalties are forthcoming. You don't see many whistles called with the puck just behind the net like that.
No. I thought we may get a rough or two, but no, we just pause and then play on.
Out to center ice come the Hilltoppers. That's poked away at the blue line. Fighting for it the other way is Ben Bonner. Bonner loses it. Comes to Peart in his own zone. Slides it for Young. Young taken down. No call there as Peart goes back to get it. Slides it up the wall. Now Young back in his own zone. Young behind the Grand Rapids net. It comes through center. Move it to Wyatt Holcomb. Tip it into the zone. No icing called as it doesn't go far enough. To the point. Kept in there by Sturl. Sam Sturl keeping it in. Applying the forecheck is Blake Hendrickson. Now far side. Sturl to Sturl connection. Now it slides out to center. Ren Morquay. Morquay at the line. Gets it to Bonner. Bonner tips it deep. Goes in after it against Dillard. Far side. Kept in nicely by Sturl. Now the Thunderhawks close in front. Centered out in front. No one there. Comes to the near side. Minute 11 to go in period 2, and Grand Rapids leading 3-0.
This Rapids line will cause bruises to the opposition.
This is a puck covered by Sam Anderson. Yeah, Bonner, Browse, and Sturl.
Yeah,
that is a physical line.
They're gonna put a licking on you, no doubt.
Face-off will be to the left of goaltender Sam Anderson. Del Greco will take the draw against Vance Johnson. Off the face-off. Puck controlled by the Hilltoppers. Out to center ice they come. Shoot it into the Grand Rapids zone. In after it is Felipe Sabrian Boldrieff.
Nice.
Hey, hadn't said his name before today.
How long did you practice that for?
Didn't. That was right off the top of my head. You like it?
I'm even more impressed.
Drop pass doesn't go to anyone except Boldrieff. That was not as good.
No.
Del Greco in his own zone. Puts it ahead. Thunderhawks standing at the blue line, try to tip it in, and now they will keep it in. Drotz shoots it down low. Del Greco after it there, but it comes back to the point. Bischoff able to leave it for Peart. Peart down low, comes out front, and where's the puck? How did that not go in? Half of the goaltender was in the net, but somehow he kept the puck out.
Nice save by Anderson as he's just now getting up. Looks okay. Yeah, Rapids crash in the net there, and Drotz goes flying after the play, as does a Hilltopper.
Well, the puck ended up in the goaltender's glove, but I thought the glove ended up in the net too. But no light came on. Referee didn't point. They were closer than me. 5 seconds left in the period, and we play on at 3-0. Back to the point. Peart takes a step, shot right on. Anderson turns that away at the buzzer. And we come to the end of period number 2 on the Grand Itasca scoreboard. It is 3-0 Grand Rapids. You're listening to it on J105 The Thunder and J105radio.com.
Hey, hockey moms, grandmas, aunts, or fans. Show your favorite player your support with beautiful jewelry featuring their jersey number. Let White Pine Jewelers of Grand Rapids show you the beautiful styles available and help you special order yours today. White Pine Jewelers offers you all the services you would expect, like stone setting, watch repair, ring sizing, chain soldering, and more. White Pine Jewelers, located behind McDonald's in the Pekegama Plaza, Grand Rapids. Online at whitepinejewelers.com, and remember to like us on Facebook.
Hey, hockey fans. Even though we aren't able to be in the stands cheering with you, Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union is still a proud supporter of our high school hockey teams. This is Ann Cates, branch manager. It's a brand new year, and we're here to partner with you on achieving your personal financial goals. Skate on over to affinityplus.org to learn more. Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union, insured by NCUA.
Mackley Auto Repair in Coleraine is happy to welcome service advisor Scott Baird to their team. He has more than 20 years of experience in the auto service industry, and he's ready to help you with your auto needs and questions. Mackley has a new, state-of-the-art alignment machine, and Mackley works on all makes and models of vehicles. Mackley Auto Repair, Main Street, downtown Coleraine.
It's Mike here, from here at the Motor Shop. If you didn't hear, we're still here. We've just moved. We're not at the old here, but we're here at the new here, which is here to serve the Northland better. Here at the new here is over 3,000 feet of shop space and a showroom that's way bigger than the old here, which isn't here, it's there. But you can find us here, north of ICC and Midway Homes on 169 on the same side of the road. It's 2949 US Highway 169. Or just call us for directions.
It's Dollar Days at Super One Foods. This is Kurt, store manager at Super One North. Stop in this week and check out these Dollar Day deals. Fresh, natural, bone-in Smithfield country-style ribs for $1 a pound. Or how about bone-in fryer chicken breasts for just $1 a pound. Head on over to the produce department for Dole iceberg head lettuce, $1 each, or Green Giant baby carrots, 1 pound bag for $1. Check out our ad for many more items for only $1. Super One Foods, proud to be part of your community.
When it comes to the toys that make living in Minnesota fun, Roth RV in Deerwood and Grand Rapids is your one-stop shop. With a showroom that's 16,000 square feet and heated, you're sure to find what you're looking for. Roth RV offers 3 of the 4 top-selling U.S. brands, from fifth wheels to travel trailers, plus enclosed and utility trailers, as well as livestock and car haulers. They also have fish houses and much more. Shop online at rothrv.com or stop by their showroom located at the Old Midway Homes location, Highway 169 East.
Hi, this is Wyatt Holcomb with the Thunderhawk hockey team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105, The Thunder.
After 2 periods of play, the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks leading at the Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers 3-0. And, you know, if I stopped right there, you would say, oh, Hilltoppers holding tough. It's a close game. Well, it is only a 3-goal game. We maybe thought it would be more by now, but this game has been anything but competitive on the ice.
Yeah, Grand Rapids with the edge in play pretty substantially here tonight, adding just 1 more goal in that second period, but adding 17 more shots in that second frame. So,
which was fewer than the first period.
That's correct, yes. But Grand Rapids controlling the play here. Probably not the best game from either team.
Yeah, I would say it is so hard to continue to play at a high level, at a fast level, when you have a team that's, you know, not as talented, kind of sitting back and just mucking it up. The game got a little mucky by the middle of the second period.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw more of the same here in the third period as our dueling Zambonis get towards the end of their duties here on the ice, looking ahead to the third period. You know, these games go pretty quick when we don't have the between periods entertainment.
That is so true. We'll take another break, come back with our between periods summary. 3-0 Grand Rapids after 2 periods. You're listening to it on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Hi, I'm Kurt Werner, Executive Vice President of Woodland Bank. As a small business owner, do you understand your business's cash flow cycle? Sometimes understanding the volume and timing of your business cash flow can be critical to keeping your business operating smoothly. We're always here for you. Schedule an appointment with us today. Talk more about your business. Woodland Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Are you paying overage charges for your internet service? How about a high required modem fee? Then it's time you switch to the GigaZone from Paul Bunyan Communications. There are no data caps, overage fees, or a required high modem fee. You'll get speeds up to 1 gigabit per second, both uploads and downloads. And you can add GigaZone Blast Wi-Fi service featuring Wi-Fi 6 technology for only $5 a month. Stop paying overage fees or high required modem fees. Get the GigaZone from Paul Bunyan Communications. Service availability depends upon location. Some restrictions may apply.
Northland Lawn Sport and Equipment, Northern Minnesota's John Deere dealer, is a proud supporter of Thunderhawk Sports. With winter in full swing, Northland features a full line of open station and cab tractors, blowers, pushes, and blades. You'll move heavy snow with ease with your John Deere. Looking for an ATV? Northland sells the famous Gator. You'll also find Arctic Cat, Flow, and Honda Power equipment. Whether it's sales, parts, or service, at Northland we're always ready to help. Stop by and test drive your new tractor or Gator at Northland Sport and Equipment, formerly Pekegama Lawn and Sport, just 2 miles south of Grand Rapids on Highway 169. When it comes to real estate, you want Coldwell Banker Northwoods Realty on your team. Locally grown and family owned since 1947. Their full service agency of professional realtors will put their decades of knowledge, experience, and proven results to work for you. You can trust Itasca's real estate leader to provide exceptional service and expertise. Call Coldwell Banker Northwoods Realty in Grand Rapids at 326-3455 or find them online at coldwellbankernorthwoods.com. Proud to support Grand Rapids Hockey.
Hey there, Tony here from your neighborhood Sammy's Pizza and Restaurant in Grand Rapids. While recently cheering on our Thunderhawks, I realized Sammy's Pizza is as much of a tradition around here as hitting the ice. This hockey season, I want to invite you to visit us before or after the game. Just as in 1954, every pizza is still made fresh with our signature crimp crust, fresh sauce, and our secret blend of seasonings. We're at 802 South Pekegama Avenue and online at Sammy'sPizzaGrandRapids.com as well as MySammys.com.
Hey, Max here with Dollar Ford, and here's the deal. You've heard us say that we service all makes and models, but you're probably wondering, what does that mean? Well, I brought in the expert, Rod Oviatt, to tell us more.
It's simple. We service all brands.
Okay. All brands. So you mean we could service Chevrolets?
Yep.
We could service Dodges?
Yep.
Even a Toyota?
Yep.
I mean, we're servicing everything over here. You heard it here first, folks. If you have a car, we can fix it. You got to come check us out down at Quick Lane at Donliner Ford in Rapids.
Hi, this is Easton Young with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
And our between periods summary brought to you by Dr. Lee Jess Dentistry, practicing for over 40 years, proudly supporting Grand Rapids Thunderhawk hockey team and wishing them a great season. What do you got, Joe?
Second period summary, just one more goal on the board for the Thunderhawks. It was Hunter Bischoff's second of the evening, assist to Ren Morquay, that goal coming at 2:11. And just one penalty in that period goes to Duluth Marshall. Shots on goal in the second, 17-3 Grand Rapids, giving them a two-period total of 38, 3 shots total in the game here for Duluth Marshall. So there you go.
And shot attempts, 27-4 for Grand Rapids. And again, shots on goal, 17-1, as you said. Blocks 5-1 in favor of Duluth Marshall. And Grand Rapids 63% on face-offs and scoring chances 5-1. So overall, just not as many scoring chances that period for the Thunderhawks.
No, and again, maybe a little lackadaisical as the period went along on both teams, I believe. So 3-0 Rapids here.
And your between periods summary brought to you by Dr. Lee Jess Dentistry, practicing for over 40 years and proudly supporting the Grand Rapids Thunderhawk hockey team, wishing them a great season. One more break, then third period action coming up on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com. Grand Rapids leading 3-0.
We're here with Kirk Adams, Northern Market President of Deerwood Bank. Kirk, why is it important for you to support Grand Rapids Thunderhawk athletics?
Being born and raised here, I love supporting the community that helped raise me. That is why I am working with my team at Deerwood Bank to bring nice and simple banking to the entire Grand Rapids area. From your first savings account to life after retirement, we're here to help you.
Deerwood Bank. Banking made nice and simple. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Jeannie Strew of Edge of the Wilderness Realty is ready to help you buy or list your next home. She has the experience needed to bring even the most complicated real estate transactions to a successful close. And her honesty, ethics, and professionalism in the real estate market are second to none. Call Jeannie today at 244-8985 or visit EOWRealty.com for current listings. Love where you live. Live on the edge. Edge of the Wilderness Realty.
With all this newfound time at home, it's good to get an easy win for the whole family. So this month, we're turning Taco Tuesday into Taco Tuesday.
Get our 6-pack and a pound. That's 6 savory beef tacos and a pound of crispy potato olays for $2 off any day of the week. Taco John's. See you in the drive-thru.
Our drive-thru is still open. Swing by for all your Taco John's favorites for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or order delivery from participating locations with the Taco John's app.
Every second, 127 new devices connect to the internet. You can feel it happening. We're entering a whole new era of technology, and MediaCom will be ready to power it with one of the nation's first supercharged 10G platforms. We'll be bringing you more speed, more capacity, more security, and the power to do more than you ever dreamed possible. Visit 10g.mediacomcable.com to learn more.
If you're looking for an experienced and professional attorney in the Grand Rapids area, look no further than Sturl Law Office. Attorney Chad B. Sturl has over 22 years of legal expertise in dealing with criminal defense, family law, DUI, DWI, and many other legal practices. Let him help you through a stressful time by taking care of the legal logistics and delivering expert legal support. Call 218-326-9646 to schedule an appointment. Chad Sturl at Sturl Law Office, a proud supporter of Thunderhawk Hockey.
Hi, this is Jack Peart with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
And here we go with third period action. Grand Rapids back left to right, and the Hilltoppers from right to left. Sheldon Willis along with Joe Gigliotti, and Grand Rapids leading 3-0 as we hit third period action. Puck slides into the Grand Rapids zone. Sam Sturl back to get it. Sturl off the boards to Bonner. Bonner backhands it ahead to Henry Sturl. Sturl in front, shot. Oh, looking for his second goal of the game, and it's saved by Anderson. Puck goes to the far side. Oh, nice job of pinching in by Morquay, and he'll keep it in and shoot it deep. To the near side, Bonner takes his man into the board. Sam Sturl, his shoot in is blocked back out to center. Morquay brings it back to Sturl. Sturl ahead to Bonner, who backhands it in. Grand Rapids going for a change. Browse gets his stick on a clearing pass as the Thunderhawks come out with the Braden Holcomb line. Holcomb, Kerr, along with Hayden DeMars. Puck slides out to center ice. Now Easton Young. Young ahead to Braden Holcomb, who goes after it. Out front, and Anderson flips that aside. Peart doing a little headhunting. I haven't seen that from him for a while. And now the puck slides back out to center. Showing he can play physical as well. Peart moves behind his own net. Now Peart slowly comes out to center. Looks for DeMars, hits him on the skate, and he can't control it. Shot back into the Grand Rapids zone. We'll have a whistle and an offside. You know, after 5 quick offsides or 4 very quick offsides early in the game, we're only to 7. Fewer than I thought.
You are talking icings, correct?
Icings.
Yes.
What did I say? Offside?
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
It's been a long day.
It has been a long day.
Again, just making sure we're on the same page.
Yeah. You keep me honest here.
I will.
Big guy.
I will. And vice versa.
Puck comes back to the point. Peart keeps it in. Shot right on, and Anderson able to swallow up the rebound with Del Greco looking for it.
A couple out-of-town scores. Hermantown, a 9-0 lead over Hibbing after 2 periods. Moorhead beats Brainerd, scoring 20 seconds into overtime. 3-2, your final there.
Now here's Young. Young's shot turned aside by Anderson. Young sneaking in on the weak side. Back to Peart. Cranks up a one-timer. Goes just wide of the post. Thunderhawks got a talking to it during between periods.
I think so. I'm seeing more jump here for sure.
It's like this is not the team, and if we come out like this against Hill Murray, we're going to get throttled. So go out and play your game.
Yeah, Hill Murray coming up on Saturday. They're a top 5 team in the state. Can you confirm road game Saturday?
Road game Saturday.
Okay, there is a site that has Rapids playing both home and away on Saturday.
I know.
That is not accurate.
It will be at Aldrich Arena.
Okay.
I've talked to Bill Lechner already. Del Greco gets the draw as Grand Rapids on the power play. There was a Duluth Marshall penalty out front. Bischoff. It is Stauber going for 2 minutes. Did you catch what it was for?
I did not.
Okay. For being bad.
That's the technical term, yes.
Bischoff backhands it in front, and Drotz tips it into Anderson, and Anderson holds on with Drotz digging for the rebound. 3-0 Grand Rapids on the Grand Itasca scoreboard.
I could certainly see Coach Chito during intermission saying, I don't care if you're out shooting them 38-3. A couple bad bounces, and you're only up by 1.
Yeah, exactly. Nice job by Easton Young keeping it in. Bischoff will cycle it down low, come backside to Del Greco. Del Greco now to Peart, takes it off the skate, looks for an opening. Shot gets right through, and blocker saved by Anderson. Bischoff back to Peart, over to Del Greco. Now Peart finds Del Greco. His shot deflects back out to center ice. Peart has to circle in front of his own net. 1 minute left in the Grand Rapids power play, leading 3-0. Del Greco stick handles in. Waiting for help. Out front, DeMars can't get it on the one-timer. Out to center, and Sturl. Sturl has to leave it for Morquay. Now Sturl gets it back in his own zone. Here comes DeMars, crosses the Hilltopper line. Comes in deep. Grand Rapids on the power play. DeMars slides it back to Morquay, now to Sturl. Sam Sturl, half wall, back to Sturl, now to Morquay. Out front, spin around by Kerr, doesn't connect. Kerr wins the battle at the half wall and goes down low. Back to the point to Morquay, now down low again to Kerr. Justin Kerr, first varsity goal against Moorhead. Shot by DeMars, right on, rebound squirts out, and it's cleared down the ice. Both teams full strength. Has Sam Sturl back to get it. Hilltoppers kill the penalty. Now here comes DeMars. DeMars drops it back for Holcomb. Holcomb tries to put it in front. That doesn't connect. Looking for DeMars. Just behind him. And now out to center ice comes Ammett. Ammett tries to fight his way in. Shot never gets through. And Kerr moves it to DeMars. DeMars finds Braden Holcomb. Holcomb shot right on, and the rebound popped over the net by Braden Holcomb. Used the defenseman as a nice screen there. Now here's Braden Holcomb again. Stick handles into the zone, gains the blue line, goes to the backhand, turns to the half wall. Holcomb waits for help, finds it. Far side, shot right on. Oh, and Bonner had the puck go right past him on the rebound. Ammett will shoot it in deep. And Boldarev goes after it as well. Now here comes Henry Sturl. Stick handles through center. Bonner tries to pop it over to Browse. That doesn't get all the way through. Back to the point, kept in there by Will Stauffer. Stauffer puts it down low. Gets the return pass. Cycles it down low for Browse. Wade Browse takes a hit. Fights for it along the boards. Browse kicks it ahead, and has it taken away. Hilltoppers out to center. Here comes Kovacs. Kovacs gains the blue line. Shot, pad saved by Pilkington. Puck comes out front, and Grand Rapids will clear it to the boards, clear it to the line, not out. Shot will bounce wide. Thunderhawks trying to clear. They finally will with, well, they may. Bonner has it stay in. And now the Thunderhawks will get it out to center and down the ice. No icing. Thunderhawks finish making changes. Martinelli back to get it for the Hilltoppers. Comes up the boards. Stop there. Nicely done by Blake Henriksen. Behind the net. Comes to the near side. Played back to the point to Easton Young. Now working his way in. Shot. Saved by Anderson. That was off the stick of Ben Bonner. Long shot right on. Rebound. Slides to the far side. Nope. Light goes on. Referee saying no goal. It went in late.
Ben Bonner's still celebrating like it's going to count.
Bonner says, no, the red light was on, man. It was. Red light was on. Puck did end up in the net. Referee called it off immediately. So that's all you can ask of a referee. Be in the right position and make the call right away.
Yep. Now the official giving an explanation to the Rapids bench. It was quick.
Ben Bonner will take the draw to the right of goaltender Anderson. Yeah, Ben Bonner thought he had his first varsity goal. He did get the whole celebration out of the way.
He did.
So when he scores his first goal, it will be his first goal and second celebration.
Exactly.
Ahead it comes to Bonner. Bonner's shot goes wide. Puck rebounds to the far side. There's Stauber. Stauber plays it back into his own zone. 9:40 to go. 3-0 Grand Rapids on the Grand Itasca scoreboard. Del Greco fights his way through center. Gains the line, looks for help. Centering pass. Oh, just tipped wide by GRHS. He was set up beautifully.
What a feed by Del Greco.
Del Greco. Now the puck in the Grand Rapids zone, and here they come with Del Greco again. Joey Del Greco through center. No one was watching for the offside, so it didn't happen. He was offside by a foot, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Okay, thank you. Didn't think I was going blind. Puck right in front. So if this was an NHL game, you would say, don't even bother scoring here. As a save by Anderson, rebound into the net, and they score.
I thought the goaltender Anderson had it.
Yes, and then it slid in late. And this will be GRHS, his second of the season, as Grand Rapids goes up 4-0. See, in an NHL game now, you'd go back and review that offside and wave it off.
Right.
Thankfully, we're not doing that here. 8:52 to go, and Grand Rapids now up 4-0 on the Grand Itasca scoreboard. Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital, the official sports medicine provider of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Del Greco gets the one assist. Who was the other one?
Hunter Bischoff.
Bischoff, his third point of the night. And we're going to have a whistle and a penalty for hooking on the Thunderhawks.
That goal coming at 8:08. Again, draughts from Bischoff and Del Greco.
So a hooking call. I didn't see who ended up coming to the... Oh, now he's coming. It's Braden Holcomb. And he has a little chuckle with the referee as he comes. That's nice. I don't think he's happy anyways, but
no.
The referee seemed happy, so that's good. If the referee's happy, you won't get an extra penalty, right?
That was the funniest penalty ever.
Those are the things you can hear right now that you never could before. Mm-hmm. Clearing pass, stopped at the point. Comes to Boldarev. Now here's Scribner. Scribner's shot right on. And Pilkington makes the save and keeps it in the trapper. Faceoff will come to the left of goaltender Wyatt Pilkington. Off the faceoff, Grand Rapids wins that. Behind his own net is Young. And Young bangs it off the glass and down the ice. And Anderson, he didn't really want to hold it that long enough. He just wanted to let Browse clear by and then play the puck. But the referee says you can't do that. You hold it that long, we're going to blow the whistle.
I was kind of hoping that would find a way in. That would have been quite the goal. Off the glass, all the way down the ice and in.
Face-off in the Hilltopper zone, even though they're on the power play, as Del Greco finds some room. He's on the backhand, shot, and a nice save by Anderson.
You don't call him slick for nothing.
That's right. As coming in, back top of the face-off circle, fanning on that shot was Stauber. At the wall, Thunderhawks will get it down the ice, and Del Greco after it, going after Scribner. Scribner fighting for it. Grand Rapids will send two forecheckers for a moment. 4-0 Grand Rapids, 7:26 to go, period number 3.
How about that forechecking effort by Del Greco to hustle up 4-0, nearly 50 shots on goal, still motoring.
Well, he hadn't had a goal yet tonight. He wants one. He's been robbed a couple times by Anderson tonight. He has set up one. 4-0 Grand Rapids. Hilltoppers on the power play, but unable to get out of their own zone right now. Grand Rapids will actually play it out to center and then shoot it back in. After it, there is Mailing. Mailing plays it up the boards. As the Hilltoppers come out to center, here's Johnson. Johnson shoots it in deep. Morquay tries to move it up the boards. Bonner flips it down the ice. Derek Olson has to retreat. Henry Sturl after him. He'll turn Olson back. Thunderhawks make some changes, and Braden Holcomb back out on the ice. Here comes Sturl. Sturl has Holcomb with him, and Holcomb was one step ahead.
Let's finish up thanking our sponsors, including Sammy's Pizza, Woodland Bank, Timberlake Lodge, Northland Lawn and Sport, and Mackley Auto Repair. Thank you, sponsors, for sponsoring Grand Rapids Hockey.
Face-off just outside the Duluth Marshall blue line. Kerr wins the draw back to Easton Young, who shoots it deep. Again, both teams back at full strength as the Braden Holcomb line out there right now. Holcomb slides it back to the point to Peart. Peart comes to Young. Young, bottom of the circle, tries to center it, hits some sticks. And now coming out to center ice, here come the Hilltoppers. Brendan Friday has it taken off his stick, has the Thunderhawks. Kerr behind his own net. Kerr tries to move it up the boards. Still fights for it. Will come to Easton Young. Young to Holcomb. Holcomb leaves it for Peart. When in doubt, just give it to Jack, right?
That's usually a safe bet.
Jack brings it across the line. Finds a Holcomb, and Braden Holcomb, his shot saved by Anderson. And we're going to have a whistle and a penalty to Grand Rapids, I believe. Going after the puck behind the net.
Still haven't seen a signal, but could be a board, a hit from behind here. We shall see.
And it will go to J.J. Kerr. They're talking about it. We'll see what they call. Referee's wanting to get it right. And that is checking from behind, I believe.
Yep.
Signal.
Saw the hand go to the lower back there on the signal.
And referee over explaining what he called and why he called it to Coach Chido. Five-minute major, and they need an extra player over, so that'll be Garrett Drotz. So it's a five in a game, right?
Not 100% positive.
Okay.
I mean, Kerr didn't leave the penalty box.
That's true. So 5 and a 10.
There you go. Well, Marshall here, they'll just about finish up the game on the power play. So they have a chance to get a goal or two here, but they've struggled to get much offensively.
Even on the power play. Shots on goal right now, 51-5 in favor of Grand Rapids. And no injury on the play. And I would say, yeah, it was probably the correct call, but it did not seem like it was something that was, it wasn't something done with intent to injure by any stretch.
No.
Behind the net, his own net is Morquay, and Morquay shoots it down the ice. Anderson backhands it away from Del Greco, who's still skating hard. Now here come the Hilltoppers through center. Bischoff fights for it there. Morquay takes his man into the boards. Behind the net is Sturl. Sturl shovels it up the boards and gets it to Del Greco. Del Greco stick handles in, has some room. Backhands it to Bischoff and doesn't quite connect.
He might want that one back. He might fire it.
I would think so. You know, he's trying to get Bischoff the hat trick, and that's absolutely what he was doing. Here comes Browse, has Braden Holcomb going to the net, shoots it on goal, and hits the stick of Anderson and goes into the rafters. The historic rafters here at the IRA Civic Center.
Yeah, that was a noisy one way up there.
Face-off will come in the Hilltopper zone. 4:10 to go. 3:43 on the major penalty to Justin Kerr. Grand Itasca scoreboard has Grand Rapids up 4-0. Face-off in the Hilltopper zone. Stauber heads behind his own net. Stops there. And the puck comes to Easton Young, who bounces it in on Anderson, puts it aside with a pad. As Duluth Marshall tries to come out through center on the power play, but they really have not had anything going. Grand Rapids will counterpunch and come in with Easton Young. Shot right on and sticked aside by Anderson. Now in his own zone is Scribner. To Stauber, and the puck into the Grand Rapids zone. Trying to get that puck on net. Couldn't do it as Peart takes it away. Peart retreats into his own zone. Moves it to Young. Young moves it up the boards. Bonner chases after it. Bonner and Stauber go into the boards behind the net. Puck in the Hilltopper zone. And it'll slide outside the zone. Giving chase there is Vance Johnson. Johnson gets the Grand Rapids line, but stopped there, and here comes Henry Sturl. Has a goal, looking for another one, taken off his stick, and back the other way comes Ammett. Ammett's shot sticked aside by Pilkington. I don't think it was a shot on net, but just flipped it into the corner anyways. Down to 2:33 to go in the third period, with Grand Rapids leading 3-0. Shot doesn't get through. Sturl moves it back up the boards. It'll come outside the zone. Bonner half an inch away from having a breakaway. Instead, he'll retreat into his own zone with it. Now Sturl can't get it outside the zone initially. Now Henry Sturl will. Sam couldn't. You know what I can't do? My twin brother will help me out with. Henry Sturl will put it down into the zone. 1:31 left in the power play, 1:51 left in the game. And a 4-0 Grand Rapids lead. Through center ice comes DeLaird. Now Holcomb taps it to DeMars. Here comes DeMars. DeMars out front, shot, as jamming at it was Easton Young, who jumped into the rush. Beautiful save by Anderson. Now Peart. Peart says, I can come back out of the zone, being we are killing a penalty. Leaves it for Holcomb. Braden Holcomb over to Peart, now back to Holcomb. And Grand Rapids right now just playing keep away, 4-0 lead, and killing this major penalty with apparent ease right now. As Young scoops it out to center ice, Scribner picks it up there. Now Peart behind his own net. Ahead it comes. Here comes Bischoff looking for the hat trick. Backhand, he scores! Bischoff with the hat trick. And it is 5-0 Grand Rapids on the shorthanded goal.
A nifty breakaway, and finishes it off with the backhand, does Bischoff. And he didn't really celebrate afterwards, despite it being the hat trick goal. When you go up 5-0, it's just kind of ho-hum, yeah.
And beautiful setup there. That was Peart that set him up there, wasn't it?
I didn't catch it.
Beautiful pass. Hunter Bisher. It was Peart to send him off to the races. 34 seconds left in the game. Thunderhawks lead 5-0. They've dominated 55-5 shots on net. Both teams back at full strength. Back to get it is Martinelli. Goes to the far side. Thunderhawks will keep it in there. Shot right on, and Anderson makes the save.
So that'll bring Bischoff's season total to 5 goals now and 8 total points. And boy, how about the next couple games for Grand Rapids? At Hill Murray and then hosting Duluth East.
Should be a good one. Looking forward to both of them. We'll know what this Grand Rapids team is made of by about 5:30 on Saturday afternoon. Puck in the Grand Rapids zone, or in the Hilltopper zone rather, and it goes up into the rafters, and that will wrap it up. Grand Rapids a 5-0 win. We'll take a break. Be back to wrap it up. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
When it comes to choosing a propane company, there's no settling for second best. Feral Gas is the propane provider that can give you the quality service you deserve. Whether you're using propane for your home, business, or farm, we are the dependable propane company that's been powering communities across the nation for 80 years. With 24/7 emergency service, flexible billing and delivery options, and a customer referral program that pays you back, it's no wonder why Feral Gas leads the pack. Call 1-800-450-5701 today and experience the Feral Gas advantage.
Your number one Grand Rapids Thunderhawk fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Itasca Reliable Insurance are a winning combination. They'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Itasca Reliable Insurance in Grand Rapids today. 326-8518.
With over 150 pre-owned vehicles, Grand Rapids GM offers the area's best selection. Like a 2019 Impala LT, only $17,894. A 2018 Equinox LT all-wheel drive for $17,994. Or a 2018 Silverado Crew Cab, just $36,880. See all the specials at GrandRapidsGM.com. GM certified pre-owned vehicles also available. Come shop the Northland's fastest growing dealership, Grand Rapids GM, Highway 169 South. Chevy, find new roads.
It's Lund Deal Days going on now at Ray's Sport and Marine. Now through the end of the month, land your Lund boat powered by Mercury Outboard with cash rebates up to $1,000, plus a free cover. During Lund Deal Days, you can get the savings you would normally get at a boat show right here at the dealership. Lund Boats and Mercury Outboards, always at Ray's Sport and Marine when your passion is the water.
Penalty on number 16, 2 minutes for slashing.
Coach, it's all tied up. What should we do?
Okay, let's set up a solid income plan with great diversification and an intelligent withdrawal rate. Come on now, let's crunch those numbers and get that goal. For winning guidance with your retirement game plan, give the coaching staff at Claremont Financial Advisors a call to put together your winning play.
Now in front, shot, they score!
Hey, this is Hunter Bischoff with Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
Well, thank you, Hunter. And it was his 3 goals, the hat trick, that helps the Thunderhawks earn a 5-0 shutout here tonight over Duluth Marshall. Welcome back. It is the post-game show. I'm Jojo Leotti, and Grand Rapids, a convincing shutout win here this evening, and we can take you through the scoring. Bischoff with his first of the game, that coming at 7:16 of the opening period, and that made it 1-0 Grand Rapids. Assist to Garrett Drotz and Easton Young. Rapids would make it 2-0 at 8:27 of the opening period. First varsity goal for Henry Sturl, and assist goes to... I'll have to double check that. Here we go. Second period at 2:11. Bischoff, his second of the night. And Ren Morkway with the helper on that one. So that made it 3-0 Grand Rapids. We go to the third. Thunderhawks get a couple more. Tallying the goal was Garrett Drotz, assist to Bischoff and Joey Del Greco. And then finally, with just under a minute to go, it was Bischoff with the hat trick goal on a breakaway and a slick backhand. Peart the helper, and that made it 5-0. That was your final score. Final shots on goal, Grand Rapids 58, Duluth Marshall 5. as we welcome back Sheldon to the conversation.
Thank you, and let's get to our post-game interview.
Stopping 5 shots.
Hey, Wyatt Pilkington and Henry Sturl, and a 5-0 win over the Hilltoppers. It was one that you, it was one of those games where you come in as a favorite. How do you feel the team played, Henry?
Yeah, I know. I don't think we lived up to our expectation today. Obviously, we got the win, and that's most important, but I think we had a lot more today.
Second shutout in a row, Wyatt, but you didn't see a lot of rubber today.
No, but sometimes they're the hardest, I guess. You're kind of bored back there, but you gotta do what you can to help.
Well, did you? You're gonna have to go skate some laps. I don't think you broke a sweat.
No, yeah, it's pretty hard.
And Henry, talk about your goal tonight.
Yeah, it was a great play from Hayden. He got the screen on the goalie, and it was backdoor tap, and it was nice.
Now, it looked like maybe it got a little sloppy mid-second period, and you came out with a little more fire in the third. Was something said between periods?
Yeah, for sure. Coach definitely got his point across, and we all know what he was looking for, so it fired us up a little bit for the third there.
On Saturday, you probably get more than 5 shots, Wyatt. You ready for that?
Oh, yeah, it'll be a great game against Hill Murray. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, good win, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that was Henry Sturl and Wyatt Pilkington on our post-game interview. And Super Joe, you have one more job to do. You know what that is?
The 3 stars?
You're going to have the 3 stars. We'll take one more break, be back with our 3 stars and our final goodbyes here from the IRA Civic Center. 5-0 Grand Rapids defeats Duluth Marshall on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
First American Title Insurance is here for you. Their local office, Itasca County Abstract Company, has provided service for more than 75 years. They can help with title insurance, real estate title certificates, abstract services, and escrow services. They are a proud and long-standing supporter of Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Athletics. Itasca County Abstract Company, a First American Title Insurance member, located in downtown Grand Rapids.
The Timberlake Restaurant in Grand Rapids is now offering a prime rib special every Friday and Saturday from 4 to 8 p.m. Individual servings come in 2 sizes. Choose between the 10-ounce and the 14-ounce. Each option comes complete with a salad, veggies, and a popover. Feeding the family? Family-size options are available. Receive 4 prime rib meals at a discounted price. Call 326-2600 to place your orders and pick up